Are you currently trying to turn long, sprawling horizontal videos into sharp, attention-grabbing vertical shorts without getting bogged down in the editing headache? If that describes your current challenge, then I highly encourage you to stick around because I'm about to walk you through the exact proven ways I repurpose old long-form footage into bite-sized vertical content. And more importantly, I will show you the necessary steps to ensure all those new shorts actually manage to look sharp and professional. Let me offer a full and honest disclaimer right up front. If you have the option to film vertically from the very beginning, that is undeniably the easiest path forward. Filming natively vertical saves you significant time in the post-production stage and completely avoids those awkward, last-minute cropping decisions. But I completely understand the reality. You likely have a large backlog of perfectly good horizontal videos sitting unused, and you certainly don't want that valuable content to go to waste. So, what I'm providing today is a friendly and very practical walkthrough covering two distinct methods you can use immediately. We'll cover the blazing, fast automated route first, followed by a slightly more hands-on method that is better at preserving your original quality and crucial branding elements. Let's officially begin with Method 1. The quick automated conversion route, which is certainly the fastest option available right now. There are now several excellent AI-powered tools specifically designed to take your long videos and automatically spit out multiple ready-to-post short clips. Tools like CapCut's built-in long videos to shorts, feature or specialized platforms like Opus Clips are incredibly tempting because they handle nearly the entire heavy lifting process for you. The general workflow for these services is remarkably simple. You begin by uploading your entire 15 to 20-minute source video file to their system. Next, you simply select a preferred caption template style that you want applied for visual consistency across all your outputs. Following that, you must set the target clip length, choosing between options like under 60 seconds, 60 to 90 seconds, or even up to 180 seconds based on your target platform's requirements. Once you click that crucial convert button, the AI immediately begins scanning the entirety of the footage to generate a large batch of potential shorts for your review. And just like that, the system delivers a whole collection of clips, often accompanied by suggested captions, relevant hashtags, and short descriptive summaries. I personally rely on this automated route whenever I find myself in a serious time crunch and need to generate a high volume of usable content immediately. It is genuinely amazing how fast a single 17-minute video can be transformed into 5 to 8 different potential short-form pieces. The underlying artificial intelligence is usually quite effective at identifying those key, high-impact moments that truly resonate with viewers. It even provides helpful timestamps showing you exactly where each suggested clip originated within the original, longer recording. That instant traceability is incredibly useful if you decide later on that you want to go back and manually re-edit a specific section that the AI selected. However, we absolutely must include a crucial reality check right here regarding the final output quality of these automated systems. Automated tools frequently get a little imprecise or lazy when handling two critical elements: achieving perfect framing and maintaining the final desired video quality. The automatic vertical crop often ends up being far too tight on the main subject, sometimes feeling uncomfortably close to the person's face. Furthermore, you may notice that the resulting video quality simply looks a bit fuzzy or degraded when compared against your original high-resolution 4K source footage. Another very common pitfall with AI is its tendency to chop a sentence right in the middle of a critical flowing thought or argument. This results in an opening hook that might awkwardly begin with a random word like next, or end abruptly before the main point has fully landed with the viewer. Also, while auto-generated captions are certainly helpful for initial drafts, they are far from perfect and can easily mistranscribe specific names, industry terminology, or even informal slang. Because of this, you absolutely must dedicate time to diligently review every single clip the system generates before you even think about posting it anywhere online. You need to read through the entire transcript, watch the clip from start to finish, and confirm that the automated cut keeps the central point intact and the opening hook lands with maximum impact. If you decide to rely on this quick conversion method, here's a very tidy and essential checklist to help keep all your outputs consistent. First off, make sure you firmly choose your preferred caption style before initiating the conversion process to ensure immediate visual consistency. Secondly, very carefully select the clip length with your specific target platform, be it TikTok or YouTube Shorts, firmly in mind for optimal performance. Thirdly, play back every single suggested clip, meticulously check the generated transcript, and immediately correct any awkward cuts or obviously wrong words. And finally, please never forget to export the final resulting video at the absolute highest resolution that the editor allows, since some programs default to downscaling without telling you. This fast, automated approach is truly perfect for those moments when your overwhelming priority is simply achieving maximum content volume and raw speed. However, if you genuinely care a great deal about maintaining consistent brand aesthetics and that crisp 4K visual fidelity, you will definitely want to commit to doing a little bit more hands-on work. Now let's switch gears entirely to Method 2. The quality-first approach, which admittedly takes a bit longer, but is significantly more rewarding in the final result. If your primary goal is to have your vertical clips look genuinely polished and instantly recognizable as belonging to your established channel, I have a very solid workflow recommendation for you. I strongly advise editing your core vertical content separately first, and then carefully placing those finished clips over a dedicated pre-designed branded vertical canvas. This intentional two-step process ensures your face is positioned perfectly within the frame. You absolutely preserve the source video's crispness, and you create necessary breathing room for captions and graphics. Crucially, by doing this, you effectively prevent losing any important visual details that might otherwise be clumsily cropped out by an automated tight selection process. Let's now walk through the precise, step-by-step rundown of exactly how I personally execute this high-quality method every single time I need to repurpose. Step 1 involves creating a completely new project and immediately setting up your canvas to the standard, clean 9:16 vertical aspect ratio right from the start. You should avoid the common mistake of trying to build everything within one massive, complex timeline. Instead, begin by simply chopping the original long-form file in a separate, clean editing timeline. For step 2, import that pre-made branded background or a simple vertical placeholder graphic that you may have already prepared in advance for this purpose. Think of this element as your static canvas. It could be a background featuring your signature brand colors, a subtle logo watermark, or a simple visual border design. Drag that static canvas element all the way down to the very bottom track of your timeline so that it spans the entire intended duration of the vertical short you plan to create. In step 3, pull your original long horizontal video file up onto the track directly situated above that waiting background layer. Carefully position this horizontal clip precisely where it looks the most aesthetically pleasing and balanced within the boundaries of your overall vertical frame. Scale the clip down just slightly so that the edges don't get cropped too aggressively, consciously leaving plenty of empty, usable space at the bottom area for your future captions. Step 4 requires you to listen intently and scrub back and forth through the footage to pinpoint the single most compelling 45 to 60 seconds of material available. Use your split and cut tools with great precision to trim the selection down to its absolute core point, that one single powerful idea that can truly stand alone effectively. For step 5, you are free to generate captions automatically to save initial time, but you must then immediately switch over to your own preferred customized caption template design. While auto captions are fantastic for getting a first draft down quickly, they notoriously tend to fail when dealing with proper names, specialized brand jargon, or specific technical terms. Please take the time to meticulously edit the on-screen transcript to ensure your own name, your company's specific brand, and all technical terms are perfectly accurate for your audience. Step 6 is where you manually integrate any necessary title cards, specific calls to action overlays, or perhaps a very short spoken intro if the AI cut began awkwardly mid-sentence. A brief 2 or 3 second spoken introduction, or even just a simple text title card, can significantly help make the clip feel intentional rather than just a random chopped segment. Finally, in step 7, make absolutely certain you export the completed project at the highest possible 4K resolution if your editing software supports that impressive setting. This final high-resolution export step is crucial for preserving maximum visual sharpness, especially if you intend to repurpose this polished clip across multiple different social platforms later on. The fundamental reason this 2-step process consistently yields much better results is incredibly clear to observe. You gain complete granular control over the framing. You actively avoid those overly tight crops that plague most automated editors, and you fully protect the native, high quality of your source video. Yes, this specific quality-first technique does require a noticeable bit more time spent on your part, but the resulting output looks considerably more branded and professionally executed overall. I have personally spent a significant amount of time testing out a wide variety of these automated repurposing tools across all my various projects recently. Each one of those services presents its own unique set of inherent pros and cons that you absolutely must be aware of before committing your content to them. For instance, CapCut is undeniably free and incredibly fast, but I have personally experienced it downsampling the resolution and cropping my subjects way too tightly. Opus Clips definitely excels at rapidly finding those highly emotional or punchy moments within your longer videos, which is an undeniable strength for engagement. However, its default caption output features and final export options can sometimes feel quite restrictive for creators who require more advanced control. Most critically, the specific frame choices that Opus makes may not always align perfectly with the established visual look and feel of your unique channel's brand identity. This is precisely the main reason why I personally choose to rely on Vizard as my dedicated go-to solution for the vast majority of my challenging content repurposing work. Vizard consistently nails 3 specific functionalities that creators genuinely care about the most when they need to manage high content volume. The first major benefit is its excellent capability for auto-editing viral clips, where Vizard intelligently selects the most shareable segments from your long videos automatically. It creates these ready-to-post clips while actively working to keep the overall narrative context fully intact, which is a massive time saver for storytelling. The software doesn't just randomly chop footage, instead, it actively searches for important narrative beats, strong opening hooks, and genuine emotional peaks in the speaker's delivery. Secondly, there's the fantastic auto-schedule function, which is a true lifesaver if you want to maintain a consistent posting cadence without constantly having to babysit every single upload. You simply set your desired posting frequency once, and Vizard will automatically queue up and schedule your newly created clips at the precise intervals you pre-selected across platforms. The third key feature is a unified content calendar, allowing you to manage, review, tweak final assets, and publish across all your different social platforms from one centralized dashboard. This unified view eliminates the usual frustration of juggling multiple different applications or accidentally missing a crucial scheduled post for your audience. But I must be completely transparent with you. Vizard certainly does not claim to possess any kind of magical perfection in its sophisticated automation processes. Even with its advanced smart suggestions, the AI output will always require a final critical human eye to perform a sanity check on the results. This vital human review is especially important when checking the strength of the opening hooks, ensuring correct spelling of names, and maintaining your unique brand tone. The real difference maker is that Vizard provides you with much better baseline clips and stronger initial metadata suggestions for titles and descriptions than the competition. This means you inherently spend less time meticulously fixing small mistakes and substantially more time actually posting content and engaging with your community. To wrap up this overview, here are 5 practical tips that I personally implement into my own workflow every single time I repurpose content for vertical use. Always prioritize looking for powerful scroll-stopping hooks first when you are quickly skimming through any of those auto-generated short clips. If the AI's selected segment starts in an awkward, confusing manner, make sure to manually add a quick text title card or a very brief spoken intro to smoothly bridge the gap. When you scale your horizontal video inside the vertical frame, always leave a safe visual buffer zone around all 4 edges of the content. This buffer zone is crucial because it prevents social media platforms that might slightly crop the edges from accidentally slicing off important on-screen words or key facial expressions. Settle on one specific caption style that you intend to reuse consistently across all of your short-form content pieces for brand uniformity. This visual consistency is fundamental because it significantly helps in building rapid audience recognition every single time someone scrolls past your content. Regarding your export settings, you must always select the highest possible resolution you can manage, ideally 4K, and always keep a clean, untouched copy of the original long-form file backed up. You do this because some platforms aggressively re-encode any uploaded video, so starting with the highest quality version gives you the best possible starting ground for conversion. Finally, commit to using a content calendar, whether it is Vizard's or any scheduler you prefer, to actively test different clips posted at various times to see what resonates. Let the resulting data clearly tell you which specific clips and which precise delivery times are actually working best for your unique audience segment. Let me quickly share a real-world example of this entire process in action, based on a recent project I completed. I recently had a full 17-minute personal branding video that I desperately needed to break down into smaller, highly digestible pieces for social media. When I initially ran that file through a standard, faster auto tool, it immediately provided me with 7 distinct shorts in only a handful of minutes. Of those 7 initial outputs, 2 were almost perfect straight out of the box, 3 only required minor caption spelling corrections, and 2 needed more significant re-editing because the AI cut happened awkwardly mid-thought. In stark contrast, when I ran the same file through the smarter Vizard workflow, the initial baseline clips it provided were noticeably cleaner and required far fewer caption edits overall. Furthermore, the integrated scheduling tool within Vizard allowed me to push those polished clips across all my relevant platforms automatically, right from that single interface. The final tangible result of utilizing that smarter tool was a set of more polished, professional posts that required substantially less manual intervention from my end to go live. To bring this entire discussion to a close, if you are sitting on a large backlog of older horizontal videos, please do not let that content create any more unnecessary stress for you today. The incredibly fast, fully automated editors are absolutely fantastic when your main priority is achieving the absolute maximum content volume in the shortest time possible. However, you must always remember to critically check the output from those systems, paying close attention to potential issues with framing, the accuracy of the transcription, and the final video quality. For the best-looking, most consistently branded vertical videos, you should either adopt the manual process of editing first and overlaying onto a branded canvas, or utilize a smart tool like Vizard that provides superior clip selection logic. This smarter, quality-focused approach gives you much better baseline content and integrates superior publishing and scheduling capabilities directly into your process. And I must reiterate this final, crucial point. Whenever it is at all physically possible, please make the proactive effort to film vertically from the very beginning. Your future self will thank you for avoiding these re-editing headaches later. If you would like me to personally walk you through a very specific video conversion project step by step using the Vizard platform, please do not hesitate to let me know in the comments. I'm also very happy to offer more specific guidance on selecting the absolute best caption templates or determining the perfect, safe margins tailored precisely for your unique brand identity. But for right now, your immediate assignment is quite simple. Go find one long video in your existing archive, manually select the absolute best 60 seconds from it, and then try running that segment through both methods we covered today. After trying both distinct workflows, you will instantly see and feel which one aligns much better with your personal production pace and your required visual standard for your content. Thank you so much for spending this time learning about vertical repurposing with me, and I will absolutely catch you in the next helpful video very soon.